This is the PL-89 Gematriatic Quantum Thought Calendar for Thursday, September 18th, 2025, and the fifth day of the week, Yom Chamishi, the 25th day of Elul. 5785, September 18th, 2025, and it's the 25th day of Elul of 5785. The part is Nitzavim, and the Daf Yomi today is Zevachim 4. And the Gematriatic Quantum Thought Calendar is a lunar and solar calendar, and it's a theory of everything that presents itself in a calendar, and it has multiple calendars in one. The numbers for today are 8, which is the coordinates are H6. 8 represents the 18th day of September, or the 18th day of Elul when it was there a week ago. And for the 25th day of Elul, which is today, it's box number 27. Box number 27, the coordinates are G7. And the Gematriatic calculation for today, these are just pieces of observations, and I'm not sure mathematically how they work, but it's a type of mathematics that I haven't seen a lot, but essentially it's arithmetic, but it's calculating time in a particular way in an ordering of numbers. It might go into the category of number theory as well, but the observation for today is that today is the 18th, and the 18th appears in box 8 in dispensation 3 of the PL-89 Gematriatic Quantum Thought Calendar. Now, 18 years ago, I know it's the 18th, but 18 years ago, this day, the 8th, was the same day as the Hebrew date. Now, I'm not talking about the Metonic. It's close to it. This is 18 years ago. So, it's very close. But see, it's 18th. Okay. 18 years ago, September 8th was on the 25th day of Elul, which is this day. Now, this box number is number 8, but today is actually September 18th. This is besides the fact that I'm talking about 18 years ago. But what I really want to say about this calendar is this. The two numbers of today are 8 and 27. And as I mentioned in several videos, permutations are used very frequently here. And 27 is a permutation of 2007. If you just put the two zeros of 2007, you put them in the front, it becomes 27. So when I see 27, I'm also seeing 2007, and I would probably see that anyway. I would see 270, I would see 207, I would see anything with a zero added to it, and several zeros. I naturally am accustomed to doing that because of how this calendar works. But the basic principle is 27, but it can be in different contexts of 27 just by the zeros that are added to it. So if you add two zeros to it, it could still be 27. It could be 0027. But at the same time, if you put those two zeros in between the 2 and the 7, it would be 2007. And what I want to bring out from that is that 18 years ago, on September 8th, which is box number 8, the 25th of Elul, which appears in box 27, was on September 8th, not the 18th. 18 years ago, it was on the 8th. The 8th and the 25th coincided, and today the 18th and the 25th are coinciding. But the reason why 18 is really important, and here's the number theory that if you're into it, I would really like to hear mathematically how this works, is that based on how this calendar is structured, okay, it's 1 through 40, and there's 40 boxes here, and then it's 1 through 40, and it's 40 boxes here, but it's not in order. It doesn't go 1, 2, 3, 4. It goes 8 plus 9 plus 8 plus 9, cut off at 40, and again. 8 plus 9, 8 plus 9, 40, 8 plus 9, 8 plus 9, cuts off at 40, 8 plus 9, 8 plus 9, cuts off at 40, like that. So that sequence, and that's for a whole reason why I won't explain right now, but be that as it may, when you start here and you go through that calendar, whether it's the Hebrew calendar or the English calendar, Gregorian calendar, you're going to get to the 18th is going to be in box 8. Always. Doesn't matter what month, because it's a universal calendar that holds any calendar or every calendar. You just plug it in. Plug it in. Anyway, so the 18th is in box 8, but here. Now, since it's 1 through 40, and that happens twice, you're going to have two of the same number in every number of 1 through 40, right? You have two 1s, you have two 2s, etc. So, of course, you're going to have two 18s, right? So, if you look at the two 18s here, 118 is going to be in E3, up here, 18. Okay, which, by the way, it's next to a 27. That's just an interesting thing. But the other 18 is down here. Okay, this 18 is D9. So, I wish I had a better way of showing this thing, like on a projector or something. If you take the 18s and you kind of like this one right here and this one right here, and they come and they go, and you want to make them land up on the same line, like they come together. This line is going to be the same line that you have the actual 18th day of the month, which is in box 8. So 18, which is here, and 18, which is here, if they both gradually make up their way to the center and they meet in this line, this is the line where today's day is. So that's also interesting. I wanted to mention that. But it's interesting because this phenomenon of the dates matching was 18 years ago, in 2007. Today's, 2025. So those are some of the realizations that I have for today for the PL-89 calendar for September 18th and L25 of both 2025 and 2085.